Hey you guys, welcome back to the More Life Power, unlocking more life with every listen. And today's episode is episode 8. It is called The Birthing of a Brand. So, who's a better special guest than to have Jay from Black Spade? So, let's give a round of applause.
Oh my gosh, I'm special?
You are.
Hopefully in a good way.
Hopefully, I would hope that it's in a good way, you know? So, if y'all don't know anything about Black Spades, let them know something. Who are you?
Hey everybody, I'm Jay, owner of Black Spades. I'm a creative, originally born in New Orleans, Louisiana. Moved out here in about 2005 due to Hurricane Katrina. Moved to the Southwest side. Shout out A-Leaf, you know what I'm saying? That's the roots. Southwest A-Leaf, Texas.
From A-Leaf?
Yeah. Oh, nah, come on now.
Love that for you.
What?
Stop playing.
Where you from?
I'm from the South Side. I'm from South Park.
South Park? I'm going to pray for you.
You know, it's going to be a very interesting episode. I'm loving this already. All righty. Yeah. I can see we get facelift. Let's take it up a notch. Amen. Hallelujah. So, I just want to say a little message to the creators out here. Since September started, I've been wanting to, quit my podcast and just, be done with this era. I had people call me at work, people text me, people slide up on a post, all of those things and telling me, oh, you better not quit. Oh my God, I love what you do. Oh my God, I feel like, you're looking for instant gratification and that does not come overnight. So, we are here. We're not going to quit. But here's my message to you all. Building a brand isn't easy. It takes not only hard work, but faith and the mental tenacity to keep going and produce. Birthing your creation is just a start, but maintaining it is a journey. So, speaking of journeys, let's get into Black Spade's journey. So, what was the original vision behind Black Spade and what inspired you to bring it to life?
Culture. Culture and sustainability. When I originally started, I started a very interesting time because it seemed like around 2019 is when I originally started my brand. But around that time, it was like a lot of creatives were starting brands. A lot of people were going out, starting their own brands. It seemed like at one point in time, everybody had a clothing brand.
Yeah.
But around that time, I know I wanted to be sustainable. I wanted to be here for a good time, for a long time, not just a good time, and I wanted my brand to be centered around culture, right? Culture is the forefront of everything that I do, and, representing where I come from, try to do my best.
Okay.
And representing, that.
Alrighty, we here for the culture. You did this for the culture.
Yes, absolutely.
Alrighty, so where did the name Black Spade come from?
Again, from culture, just I wanted something that was not only synonymous with our culture, but easily recognizable, and something that actually meant something to me. So the reoccurring theme of my life was don't fold, don't fold, don't fold. And then, me doing a little thinking, a little, soul searching, you can relate that back to card games, poker, and me also thinking about, okay, well, what's the most popular card game? What's the card game that, we play on the daily, in our culture, or at cookouts and whatever have you? Spades, right?
Yep.
So just blending the foundation of, what my life has been up to this point, don't fold, staying solid, no matter what you go through in life, don't fold. So blending culture with, the reoccurring theme of my life.
Okay. So do you know how to play spades while you've been talking about Black Spade?
I know to play spades, but I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm not that good.
He
I'm
don't
not,
need
I'm
to
not
be on
that
none of
good.
y'all team. Not none of y'all.
Yeah,
Don't
I'm not that good. So the game that I played the most coming up was dominoes. That was the dominant
Okay.
game in my household. Dominoes.
Okay. I don't know how to play dominoes.
What?
Yeah. But I'll whip some ass and spades.
Okay. Hey, one of these days we got to run it. We got
You
to run
know, yeah, you teach me dominoes, I'll teach you
it
spades.
for sure. Who your partner?
All right. Huh?
Who your partner?
It don't matter because we're going to win regardless because I'm on the team.
You like that, huh?
Cold.
Cold.
I didn't be Super J.
For sure. Oh.
Look, I'm calling you out.
Oh.
Okay, so if you could describe Black Spade in 3 words, how would you describe it?
Art, culture, and black. I mean, unapologetically black. Like, think you can see that through, you know, all of my socials. You know, heavily representing our culture. But I do want to state that my brand is for everyone. It's for anybody, any and everybody who enjoys streetwear. You know, I want to, with my brand, my message is to truly like get back to the roots of that and execute that at a high level. You know, I see a lot of brands out here labeling themselves like streetwear, but it's all cookie cutter. You know, a lot of them are like when I first started, a lot of it was like puff print on everything. And it was very like, oh, I'm taking something from this individual, throwing depot at the end of their name. And it's no shade to those individuals, but like I wanted to stand on my own too. You know, disassociate myself from things they're here for like a season. You know, a lot of those brands like they pop, you know, really quickly. With they nice design, crazy design, it pops to catch on. And then in the next like 3 to 6 months,
Fall off.
completely fall off. I didn't want to repeat that cycle. I didn't want to repeat that trend of catching traction fast and then falling even faster. I wanted my brand to be sustainable. I wanted it to be like truly a household name in streetwear. Like I'm not trying to be like the biggest fashion guy out there, right? I just want to create something that not only looks good, feels good, but can transcend me.
Okay.
Feel me?
Okay. Well, I have, some Black Spade on, shop the merch. But I can say like your brand is very authentic. Not only as far as like the rollouts and with the marketing, but like the actual pieces of clothing. So because they're so authentic, like what is your process? Like I know you have a little background and drawing and art period. So like tell us more about that.
My process from concept to conception, it started with a thought, start with an idea, pretty much anything. Well, from just starting off from like what we wearing today. By the way, it's a collaboration between me and my boy Reggie over there at Passion Club. It started off with me. This collection in particular started off with me just thinking like, okay, what's next? Prior to this, I did a denim collection, right? And I was just thinking, okay, well, what's next for the brand? What could I do? Hit up Reggie because his style and like how he pieces things together is just different. I was very like simple. I'm a big fan of simplicity. Less is more, more often than not. So called him up because of his eccentric taste and my simplistic nature. It meshed well, to create a great product. But really, to answer your question, it started off as a general thought idea. I do want to be more. I do want to be intentional about everything that I put out. Is it still in line with my brand and my values, and is it still reflective of my culture? But starting off with a simple idea like denim, right? It's something that's like super casual, right? We wear that like every day.
Yeah.
So it's just taking that, meshing it with, you know, my brand and designs that I've already had and going forward with that. I don't know if that really answered the question though.
It did.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you see Black Spade more of fashion, art, or storytelling, or a blend of all three?
I want to make it a blend of all three.
Okay,
Like
and
I
why?
kind of lacked on the storytelling aspect. This is probably the first time that I'll be able to actually tell my story. This is probably the first time that I've done that. But I really want to zone in on the storytelling aspect. But art, most definitely. You know, you'll see that reflected in, you know, pieces that are drop in the future. So stay on the lookout for that. And as far as fashion, being honest, I'm not the most like. I'm not the ideal fashion individual. Like, I truly just want to wear streetwear. Like 9 times out of 10, you'll catch me in sweats and one of my shirts.
I feel that. I've gotten a lot of feedback from family members because I like to be comfortable. Like I like to dress like this. Like
Absolutely.
I hate putting on the heel. I'm sorry. Like that's just not my thing. Like you don't catch me with some sandals, some tennis shoes. Tennis shoes are my go-to. Like I love a nice sneaker. But like I feel like streetwear needs to be more accepted these days. So yeah. In what ways does I guess your personal or cultural influences show up in like the pieces?
Quite often because I'm a simple individual. Like I said, 9 times out of 10, you'll catch me in a t-shirt and some sweats. And I and slides. Like I wear slides like everywhere I go. Like everywhere. Well, I mean, it's a few.
Everywhere. Like
I pull up in slides like everywhere I go. Now this is just one of the few rare occasions. Like I probably got worn these shoes like 5 times since I got
crazy.
them. Yeah. Majority of the time, I got a closet full of sneakers, but they really just sit there. Like most of the time, if I can wear slides, I'm gonna wear slides unless I know I'm going somewhere.
Interesting.
But yeah, my brand, like all of the aspects of my brand, really derive from a place of me designing for me and what I want to wear, catered to my own personal taste, but also like being comfortable.
Okay. So, how do you maintain quality while scaling up your brand?
Just sourcing everything top to bottom for my brand. I want the highest quality that I could possibly get, while also maintaining affordability, because I know there's some brands out here and things can get real costly,
For sure.
So I pride myself on affordability and high quality sustainable products.
Okay.
So yeah, nothing that comes from my brand, everything that's come from my brand has touched my hands at one point in time, at one stage of creation. I'm 100% self-sufficient. I make everything out of the garage. We call it the sweatshop.
Okay. So for those that want to get into having a clothing line, like what would be their first 3 steps?
First 3 steps. I mean, I guess I couldn't tell you what their first 3 steps were.
Okay, well, what were yours?
But I'll tell you mine. I started off with a logo, right? First the concept, right? If you want to be sustainable, you have to have your concept or like a vision in mind of where you want your brand to go, who you want to be, what do you want to stand for. So like that, your name, being very intentional about your name, because like I said early on, there was just a lot of people that was putting blank depot or DPT at the end of their brand. So be very intentional. Like you want to be able to stand out and stand alone, and I'd say, what's another step?
What about when it comes to, I guess,
personality? I would say make sure it fits your personality. I feel like at some point in time, everybody's brand fits their personality. So like actually breathe life and personality. Be an individual. You know, don't design your brand after this person's or that person's. Like you really want to stand out and be on your own, because you don't get caught up in, oh, I think you stealing from this guy because y'all brands look very similar to each other. You probably took inspiration from them and created a carbon copy design of theirs.
That's interesting. I never heard anybody say personality. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Because I feel like more life, I feel like I'm a very vibrant individual.
Absolutely.
I'm very, authentic, I would say. Mm-hmm. And I feel like it shows in my content, or just like how I interact with people. I offer more life.
Right.
And I feel like through the stages I transition in and out of, I feel like I have more life to offer. Mm-hmm. So I definitely understand that. I like that. I never would have thought you would have said that. But
oh, really?
Interesting. Yeah. So what about I guess like where they can find like clothes or like, t-shirts, shorts, like.
Being in Houston, we actually have a lot more places than you would think. So I would say like within sourcing materials for your brand, like should go on the street. I've ended up coming across a bunch of like manufacturing spots, or places where I can go and get different fabrics from, just by like driving around, like Hardwin, for instance, right? You'll find everything that you need on Hardwin.
Okay.
Like everything, just like you'd be surprised.
I like Harwin. I just seen they had like a little perfume store. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna tell y'all what the name of it is, but I want to go.
You gatekeeping?
Yes, because I have to go there first to see what it's about. So then, after, if I know it's legit, then I possibly won't gatekeep. Mm-hmm. A big possibility, but there's that. So have you ever hit like a point where you felt like close to burnout, or you just gotten tired of creating? Absolutely.
Just recently, it was a lot going on with the brand, maintaining the brand, my own personal life, work and whatnot. This is absolutely burnt out. I was like, I took a step back. Like, I really can't do this at this moment, because things in life happen fast, especially with working a 9 to 5. Yes, your favorite brand owner does still work a 9 to 5
Same.
half the time. So with that, maintaining my personal life, relationships, and managing a brand, doing everything pretty much yourself. Like I said, I'm 100%
self-sufficient.
Self-sufficient. Like social media posts, that's me. Like edits, that's me. Actually creating the pieces like by hand. That's me.
I understand that.
So I had a conversation with my co-collaborator, Reggie, with Passion Club, and I was telling them, hey, I'm just getting super overwhelmed, bro. I need you to take the reins on this, because it get tiring. It's like you can only go so long and so hard, because I dive into everything head first. And it's like 110%. Because, of course, I'm trying to strike while iron hot, and just like I go. But I would say for the creators that experience burnout, get organized and have a plan. Because since I'm such a head first type of individual, like, okay, let's do it now. Sometimes I often don't go into things with a plan. And then it gets even more stressful, because it's like I didn't have a plan to begin with, and then it's like everything that could go wrong ended up going wrong.
I can understand that. I can relate. Because starting off, I was doing my podcast by myself. My cousin, he was a videographer. He would stop by, do a couple episodes, help me, whatever. But 90% of the time, I was doing it by myself. Mm-hmm. So editing, recording, contacting guests, posting, all that shit. That's a lot. And it is a lot on one person. And, I'm glad Shania, reached out to me. Amen. Hallelujah.
Yeah, for Shania.
Grateful for you. But I feel like now it's taking some weight off. I still would like to bring on more help. I am looking for a creative director. It's my first time saying that out loud and on camera. Mm-hmm. So, that's something I'm open to as of right now. Just because I feel like I have a lot of ideas and I can't execute all of them by myself.
Right.
So, yeah, I definitely understand doing things head first and not really having a plan, because it's like, damn, I know I want to do this, but how am I going to do this?
Right. Most definitely, I would say seek help, because it is such a relief knowing that you got people that's in your corner, that's on your side, that can do things and execute at a higher level to your standards. You know, I know having a brand, like, that's your baby. You don't want to relinquish any type of, control or hold or nothing, right? But find people like this last past year, it's been tons of people that came into the fold and under the brand to, help me execute and create my vision. And I'm so grateful to them. Zion, we started off, he did a couple videos for me, right? Let me jump back, right?
You can go back in time.
Yeah. So we originally got connected through a mutual friend of ours, Matthew, right?
Okay.
Me and Matthew ended up meeting because there was a studio out in Stafford that we both met at. It was one of their events, a studio called Collab Social, ran by my good friend Khalil. Shout out to Khalil and Collab. But me and Matthew ended up talking. Matthew was interested in the brand. He really liked the things that I had. He bought a few pieces, and then next thing you know, he in this dope video, wearing the brand. And like, that was a very exciting thing for me, you know. I'm like, yo, my the brand that made it somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Other than my page.
Right, I know that's right.
So after seeing the video and seeing the individual who made the video that was on, I reached out, asked him like, hey, yo, I would really like to work with you, collaborate on some videos and whatnot. Met him at, the usual hangout spot, Neighbors.
Look, you gotta keep it on the hush.
Oh, my fault. You can bleep it out. Yeah, met up at the hangout spot.
The central location.
Yeah, the central location that shall not be named.
Even though it was already named.
We met there, we collaborated on a couple of videos, and then we've been locked in ever since. Like, Zion has been a great help to the brand, and absolutely 10x'd everything that I've done thus far. So much so that he was just named creative director of Black Spade Streetwear. I would say for the last 6 to 8 months, he's really been like an anchor and a pillar, somebody I can really lean on when it comes to creative content ideas and shooting the content, because he is an amazing videographer, truly. To me, second to none. You feel me? And then also a lot of other people that have come into the fold, like Sion, known as Avery Lenses, also known as Avery Lenses.
Shout out to you. Shout out to Zion.
An amazing photographer. That she's come in and she's done a lot of work. My young shooter, Kobe, Mr. You Did That. He's another young, amazing photographer, still in college, doing his thing. And my first time collaborating with somebody out of Texas was a very talented photographer by the name of Nala Love.
Okay.
Right? She's a great out of California.
Okay.
And that was a big thing for me, seeing the brand outside of Houston, outside of Texas. All the way in the West Coast. I'm like, okay, we made it to the West.
It's different.
From the south to the west, yeah, it does, and then a lot of the feedback that I've been getting is also refreshing, and going back to what you said, and the burnout and the not wanting to continue, right? It's small little bits of affirmations that I should continue to keep going. Lord, I can't talk today.
Not even that. I think things like that, I think it's just a testimony of the hard work that you put in, the faith that you have, and it's just another sign to keep on going.
Absolutely.
I definitely can agree. I want to bring it back to Zion. Come to the forefront, friend.
Oh, Lord.
He shot my intro to season 3 this season.
Oh,
he
dope.
did a really good job. So yes, I can attest to his, art and, capabilities and things. You are talented, my boy. But speaking of art, talent, marketing, and things of that nature, you had a little campaign this summer.
Yeah, absolutely. So the campaign was named For Passion and Streetwear. That's a collaboration between me and my boy Reggie over there at Passion Club. Within that campaign, we really tried to exemplify like our passion, the passion for what we do, put our passion into streetwear. Because, that's our shared passion.
Yeah.
Blending, of course, my brand, Black Spade Streetwear, with Passion Club. And really try to show that with the campaign and try to bring y'all back into what I would say is like the golden era of our existence, like being outside, being in a neighborhood, playing, like trying to invoke that feeling of like what summertime is and what it should be, what it should look like.
Yeah, I really liked it because it was just cinematically perfect in my eyes. Like, it looked really nice, really clean cut, and it looked fun, playful. Like, those are the vibes that people want when it comes to clothing and streetwear. Like, that's definitely a vibe. And then y'all had like a little contest. Let's get into the contest. This summer, y'all, they was putting that shit on. They had videos, music videos,
right?
Pictures, photo shoots. They were doing the damn thing. So let's talk more about that.
Absolutely. We did a contest, right? Me and Reggie, give a little backstory. Me and my boy Reggie, we was talking like pre us even making the first design of the collaboration. We talked about, concepts and like ideas that we can do to like further push the brand, and like what we do is like marketing. And he brought up doing a contest, but fast forward, it had been so much that had transpired, we completely forgot about it. And then one Sunday, just sitting back reflecting and just thinking, I was like, oh, we could do that contest. So earlier that day, right? Later on that day, I ended up going on Instagram, right? And just making a little video, like a little mini rant, saying,
just being messy.
Yeah.
Getting people going.
Absolutely. I was like, you know what, man, I'm tired of people talking about the way that I dress. Like, so what? I wear sweats. But I feel like, man, it's a running joke. It is a running joke, the fact that all I wear is sweatpants and t-shirts. Like, God forbid, I'm comfortable on the set, But, like, I'm not ashamed. I wear my sweatpants with pride.
Okay.
So I was like, you know what? I'm tired of people saying all I wear is sweatpants and whatnot, and I can't really dress. Like, y'all forgetting the man who created it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all love it. I created that.
Y'all let them know who started it.
So I went on there. I was like, hey, I propose we do a challenge between, myself, Reggie, Zion, KC, shout out my boy Chris Cameron, and who else was it? Oh my gosh, Kiana. Yeah.
Don't forget about her.
Hey, look, I wasn't trying to. Brain fall. Hey, speaking on Kiana, man, she washed all of us, man.
She did. She put that shit on.
Yeah. She really did surprise me because you thought you seen it all when it come to her.
Right. She had an outfit for date night. She had an outfit. I'm going to somewhere with my friends. I'm going out to dinner. I'm like, oh, you one of them ones, my girl. Hey, she put it on.
But one thing, I was like, dang, bro, from the jump, everybody was jumping into comments. You had so many people that was so invested in this thing. It was crazy.
I was in the comments and in the DMs. Y'all better put that shit up. And Zion up here talking shit.
Right. Man, that boy's. I had to call him one day. I was like, bro, everything good? We straight?
We're still friends?
Like, Lord.
He take competition very serious.
No, absolutely. Like, he did an amazing job, like, really displaying his creativity. Like, the nigga pulled up with a sword. I was like, I don't know too many dudes with a sword.
Hey, he a samurai.
Yeah, and then KC, the creativity that he displayed he incorporated his music rollout with, you know, the fits, and I was like, oh, this is amazing. This is like exactly what, you know, they did everything. They executed how they were supposed to when it came to the competition.
I love that.
And they really, they did their thing. That's pretty much all I can sum it up to. They did their thing.
Yeah, I like KC's music videos. It was very entertaining. Like, everybody's was just very entertaining. I'm up here following Kiana. I don't even know her.
Yeah.
But I'm on her page. I'm waiting to see her fit.
Yeah.
I went to Bridget page. I'm ready to see his fit. Like, me and Shania, I'm like, hey, we up here. They ain't post yet. Where's Jay? He ain't post yet. Where's Jay?
Oh my gosh.
Jay?
Now I'm gonna speak on that.
meme.
Hey, look, I'm gonna speak on that real quick.
Clear your name.
Now, when it came to how long it took for me to post something, I came in it like, you know what? It ain't gonna take me that long. I could do this, but then life ended up hitting. I had a lot going on, a lot that happened at one time. You know, it was just a lot. Hey, that was right after competition. That was when I was like, yeah, burnout and got to me. So
I feel it. I feel
yeah,
that.
so there's a lot going on at the time. But I'm gonna say next time that we are gonna run it back, and next time in the fall when we run it back, right? Make sure that we get more time, because, you know, 5 days wasn't enough.
It was not.
5 days was not enough.
It was
But
not.
I send kudos to, you know, Zion and KC, because they was on it.
For
Like
sure.
from day one. Like I had called everybody, you know, that same day. Not only be a little messy, spark some competition,
we
but to see where they were at, where their head was at when it came to the competition. And Zion updated me damn near every day. Well, first day he told me, he was like, "Oh, bro, I'm already done." I'm like, "Huh? You already what?"
That man said, I'm not putting nothing out until y'all put something out.
Yeah.
He said, no, I'm not putting out nothing. He said, y'all need to do it. So, yeah. And you showed up and you showed out. Okay.
And then I was on the phone with KC. He was like, "Yeah, bro. As soon as you told me, the gear started working. I was on go. Like he said he finished his stuff in the first like 2-3 days."
Stop playing with him.
I went, shout out to Isaiah, because Isaiah was the one who shot Casey's videos. Like Isaiah was doing this big one. You know what I mean? They really put some magic together with the rollout of the fits, and then, you know, with it, you know, also coinciding with the music.
I think you should do a contest with people that are not a part of Black Spade to see their creativity. Because, you know, there's a lot of creators that, you know, got
absolutely,
pieces.
absolutely. So they're a part of, you know, the competition. A lot of people jumping into DM. You don't know how many DMs I done got. The comments and whatnot saying that, oh, we could do a better job. Yeah, I want to open up the floodgates to everybody to, you know, do that. You know,
Pause. They said we can do a better job. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Look, we're the originators. Bring it down some. Like,
hey, look,
okay.
but I welcome it. I love it, because, you know, it goes outside of just our little bubble, outside of our little friend group. You know, it gets everybody, you know, wanting to jump on and, you know, throw their hat in the ring. And I enjoy competition. I love it, you know. So I welcome it, you know what I mean? So if y'all feel like y'all could put it on better than any of us, hey, y'all welcome to try. Go to the website, get your merch, and let's see.
And put that shit on.
Right.
Alrighty. So, if you could go back to the very beginning, what advice would you give yourself when launching Black Spade?
Take your time, because for a long time, I thought I need to, you know, of course, be on top of it, but I felt like I was running out of time. I was always running out of time. I always needed to get like ahead of any and everybody, but I truly didn't. Like, I had more time than what I thought. I always thought I needed to hurry up and put something out, but no, just truly take your time. And that's one. And when it comes to equipment, less is absolutely more, right? You don't need to go out and buy $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 equipment, you know, to run a brand. So do your research and take your time.
Okay, so what's one piece of equipment that you started off with?
I started off with a Brother Scan and Cut.
Okay.
You know, that's similar to a Cricut if you're not familiar with Brother and their brands. But started off with a Brother Scan and Cut. It was the cheapest piece of equipment that you could probably buy. But it's made me the most money, like more than, you know, all of the other equipment, more than my embroidery machine, more than my screen print press, like all of it.
Interesting. Alrighty. So you starting a brand, do your research, find out what you need, get that.
Absolutely.
Alrighty. So what would you tell other young creatives about the journey of starting and maintaining a brand?
If you're able to form a team, because a team is vital. Two, like I said, take your time, really cultivate, your brand, and really not only cultivate your brand, but let it be authentic and whatnot. And like Tyler Creator said, create like a kid and edit like a mad scientist.
That's so interesting you say that. I've been seeing it on the podcast page, on my personal page. I'm like, Tyler, are you trying to give me a sign here? Let me know.
Absolutely.
I think that's what he's trying to do. So, my last question is, what legacy do you want Black Spade to leave in the fashion streetwear space?
That we was 100% authentic. You know, that I want to be, like I said before, I want to be a household name. I want to stand among, the greats in streetwear, like I said, I'm not too much of a fashion individual, like in a traditional sense, but I want to stand at the top, at the apex, like with the Virgil Ablohs, with the Pharrells, with the Nigo Lewises, alongside Bape, Supreme, all of the great brands, Pyrex. Well, that's if you know,
Right.
But yeah.
Okay, I like that. So, can you tell our audience where they can find you at, where they can shop it?
You can find me on all platforms at Black Spades SW, BlackSpadesSW. And just be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for any new collections. That we in the lab right now. We're working on a lot of great stuff for this fall winter season. So just be on the lookout.
Okay, well, we're just gonna throw this out there. I feel like more life and Black Spade. I feel like we should collab.
Well, most definitely.
You gotta throw that out there.
Yeah. Hey. You can hold me to it. We'll work on some stuff. We'll talk.
For sure.
All right.
Alrighty. Well, like, comment, subscribe. Send it to your mama, your grandma, your cousin, your coworker, whoever.
Say it to everybody.
Everybody. See y'all later. Bye.
All right.